look at what happened. The camera's going to pick this up. Oh, the Mercedes has gone in, has hit the wall, and the Lamborghini's gone as well. Did they make contact prior to that? Or was the Lamborghini trying to avoid the Mercedes? We don't know, but whatever happens, this is going to be a safety car.
We're going to see Yuichi Nakayama here having quite a terrifying crash, big impact in the barriers. Luckily, Nakayama walked away from that, even though those pictures look quite bad. There is Nakayama-san, safe and sound. The car is somewhat less so. We're not going to see that number 39.
What happened there? Oh, and off the road, that's the Subaru! The Subaru cannoning off! Hang on a minute. The Subaru's gone off the road. What happened to Matsuda? Because they were 13 seconds clear of the line. Have they had a very slow outlap, Matsuda? I think they've had a real problem on the outlap. And as you can see, Hideki Yamauchi in the Subaru is beached at the end of the back straight. What happened? Oh, that's gone very badly wrong indeed. We didn't really see what happened to start the incident, though. Ah, now we're going to see a replay. They're alongside the APR. Did they bang wheels? Oh, he's just lost it on his own. Oh dear, he just put one wheel on the grass. The pit lane is closed. Oh, big moment. Ishikawa has lost a wheel. Oh, there's problems for the Mutaringen car. Problems for the Mutaringen car. They've had a wheel come off. Oh my goodness. And there is the opportunity now for Shotsugoi. Trying to get his run on Daiki Sasaki, trying to pick his moment through the traffic as the second place man in the ARTA Mugen. Nirai Fukuzumi is lapping the winners from last time in GT300, the Up Garage NSX. Did such a good job last time out, and we're praying that the race wasn't going to restart at Okayama after the final red flag period. Shotsugoi now chasing after Daiki Sasaki, the Gondo Nissans. As though Tatsuya Kataoka already wants to make a move on the hybrid Lexus as they work their way through. That's the Satamoto Open Supra of Kota Kawai just trying to stay out of trouble, but there's been an incident in the GT300 start, and that's one of the J-Lock Lamborghinis turned around, and also I think that is one of the Gainer Tanax cars. I think that is the number 10 Polos Nissan that's gone around, as well as the 88. The Lamborghini there, I'm afraid, has gone around. And that is the 88 car right up at the front end of the field. That is Yuya Motojima, who is connected with Riki Okuza.
Potentially an early tyre change. It was on a number 5 Mach 5. It's the 6th other chassis, I think the only other chassis in the field. That the cooler conditions, does that essentially mean that some drivers on the formation lap didn't quite get temperature into the tyres that we're hoping for? As we see again, the Bamboo Lamborghini off the road, and so potentially is that just standard procedure for some teams to pretty much weave from side to side on the restart?
A repeat of those kind of shenanigans. But huge accident! Oh my word!
It's the J-Lock Lamborghini off the road, exiting 130 yard. I'm not sure there's a second car involved in
There's
that.
Another car.
Second car involved, and that is a huge accident, exiting 130 yard.
That'll be a red flag.
Potentially. And the first thought also is hoping the driver's okay. At the very least, safety car's been deployed, no surprise.
Now, I don't think anyone can really make a huge break for it. Now they've settled into this second stint, they've all got to make sure they get to lap 54, lap 55-ish. Oh dear. Max Racing Super has gone up in smoke.
Well, that is not good for Kamiya Sato. Fortunately, it looks as though he's out of the car. But, oh my goodness, that is a very nasty one on the exit of turn 1. Now, that is in a dangerous position. I think that's going to be safety car. Enzo supercars that have still short-shifted in terms of their pit stop phase, so they need to pit in. Will they do so earlier rather than later? Oh, that's the Hoppy-Shat Supra now on fire. So we've had the Hachi Ichi Supra catch up fire, and now the Hoppy supercar has as well.
Unbelievable. Now, where are the 14 and the 39? Are they in a position to dive in the pits? Because we're almost certainly going to get another safety car
Quickly,
here.
do it now! You've got to dive into the pits because that's definitely going to be a safety car again.
That's both of the Chichia engineering.
Pit close. They've not done it.
No, they've lost it. They came out the final corner and the pit's closed, and they, I'm afraid, are done. They are going to drop to the back of the field. Exactly, both of them were nowhere to be seen when the traffic dried out earlier on, haven't they? So I don't think they're going to be too upset that the gamble doesn't come off. Well, I don't I don't think they...
TA number 16, and the Kunimitsu number 100 Stanley car of Naoki Yamamoto. And a final last moment for Cintium Corsa, pitching the Subaru into a spin in the final turn.
Bites the cherry, going to the first part of the apex at the Degler curves and running wide. That's almost a carbon copy just a corner later. Oh, and that's the Dobot Audi. I wonder why it was slipping down the timing string. It's not in the pits, it's off the road. It's off the road on the exit of the Dunlop curve. That will be, I'm certain at least, Jens, a first safety car, because that car is stranded right on the edge of the circuit. It's had a wheel off.
Pain in his ribs, and because of that concussion, and because on doctor's orders and the safety protocol and the concussion protocol by the GTA, as we see a car losing a tire, and that's the realized GTR on the right rear tire. Oh, João Paulo de Oliveira, he's trying to make it back to the pits, but no, he crashes into the 130R. My goodness me, dramatic changes on lap 50.
Right-hand side of the ARTA NSX.
Still smoking. Yeah, there is damage. Yeah.
Number 8 car has damage, so Shiki Oya, I think, has damaged number 8 ARTA Honda. Mugen NSX heading back towards the pits. It looks like it's more, is it left foot? It's left foot. He's got a front right suspension. He's off the road into the barriers. Now then, is that going to be another full course yellow, or are you off the road in the number 8 NSX?
Now of Yusuke Tomobayashi, did he get any help?
Yes, he did.
From Hiroaki Nagai in number 30, so I think we can expect probably a penalty to come the way of gentleman driver Nagai.
Ranaka, of course, behind the wheel of the Shade Racing now, having taken over from Ijiro Shimizu. But this is fabulous stuff from... Big accident on the main straight. Now that looks like Makino. That looks like Naoki Yamamoto.
Oh, no.
It is Yamamoto. What on earth has happened there? Now that's going to be a safety car at that speed that could even bring out a red flag.
I think that's a red flag, isn't it? Oh my word, the whole rear end of the car.
The medical crew is out of the circuit as well. I mean, I don't want to laugh, but it's a very bizarre sight, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Suga doesn't really have proper service roads, so they just send those vehicles out on the track. But Nojiri, yeah, he's not. He came close 2 years ago with Niro Fukuzumi, but a problem in the last race put paid to their ambitions, and he's still not had really the success that his form in Super Formula would suggest that he is capable of. And of course, a new teammate this year in the form of Toshiki Oyu, instead of Niro Fukuzumi, who's moved over to the second car. Wow, it's the survival cell. You can tell how tiny it is compared to the sort of the car in its finished state, but that is. You're looking at a survival cell there with not very much left attached to the rear of it. Of course, even though the NSX is a mid-engine car, normally it's a front-engine car in GT500 because by the regulations they have to be front-engine. So what you're seeing at the back there is really just sort of a gearbox and crash structure and not much left. There is the engine, also looking pretty tatty, it must be said. So that will almost certainly be an engine change penalty at the next race. They took the second engine. All the Honda teams took their second engine of the year ahead of this race. So I think that's going to be a penalty coming their way for Autopolis for a third engine of the season, because that looks decidedly second-hand.
Tachikawa's already there. He's going to go third. He's going to go second. Yuji Tachikawa round the outside. Monstrous from the legend of Super GT. Yuji Tachikawa. Where did he find that move? Matsushita now commits up the inside to get through into third place. Sasahara goes with him at the expense of Yui Sakaguchi. But Tachikawa pulls off the overtake of overtakes.
Higuchi clearly holding up the pack there. He's fallen so far off the back of Niro Fukuzumi.
Oh, it's no garage NSX. The Honda's off at turn one.
There's been contact with the K-Tunes Lexus. The K-Tunes Lexus there, and it's a full course yellow as well to throw into the bargain. Wow, this could turn the race upside down. But it was the K-Tunes Lexus. We'll get a replay of it in a moment. There is that car with the damage to the front, with it's Morio Nita at the wheel there, front right damage. It was a pretty cut and dry move. Here's a replay of it.
Come from a long way back. Look, he's just missed his braking point. Is that brake failure?
It's either brake failure or brain failure, isn't it, from that far back? Let's hope it's the former. But Shun Koida there, nothing you can do about that.
Struggling for traction, and now Oshima is going to take the bait up on the inside line, and he manages to get through. Kimura's going to keep it to the inside line in the hope he can get there in this contact. Oshima's going to go around. Oshima's going to go into the gravel. He just keeps it out of the gravel, but Oshima spins around, and that is going to be a black mark on Yori Kimura's name for sure.
Oh, well, that was a really risky move from Oshima, I think. I mean, yes, he got the move done, but he left a little gap for Kimura to have a go at, but I don't as such. I think he just misjudged his braking and realised there was nowhere else for him to go but into the back of Kazuya Oshima, spinning the Super around. Kimura actually got away with that scot-free, still in P6, but I think the stewards are going to look on that quite poorly.
Seconds back, but when you're losing 15 seconds a lap in terms of dry pace, and the wet tyres could potentially be about 5-6 seconds a lap faster with 5 laps to go. That's the three! It's going off! Mitsunori Takabushi's gone off! The race leaders have spun it! Oh my goodness, the championship is going to go to Tom's Toyota! Mitsunori Takabushi spins it! The championship's over for Nissan! I can't believe it!